So the time is roughly about 8 o'clock and the sun is just coming up, as you can see behind me. Up here, the sun's starting to break through, but the part of the woods that I'm in is down in a wee dip, so I'm missing all that good light, but I'm hoping that we'll get that as we get further down, because it's a wee bit of a walk. So this video is all about using one lens and one lens only, and that's the 50mm prime fixed focal length 1.4 lens, and I will be using the 5D Mark III as the camera body, and it's just to see if I can go all the way through this woods and right down to the bottom and have decent images by just using one fixed focal length lens. And the good thing about a prime lens is that it makes you be creative. So if you're not the most creative person, it forces you to be creative, it forces you to move back and forward and find different angles. And it really should be quite interesting. And it's not an expensive lens to get. There is dearer ones, but the one I've got is about £150, and it's a cracker of a lens. It's like one of my favourite lenses. So 8 o'clock in the morning, things are just turning very colourful because it's just not long in to autumn. As you can see behind me, everything's changing colour, so it should be quite good. So I found this wee bridge. It's something that I've photographed before, but not with a 50mm prime lens. So I'm going to give it a bash. It's looking bonny. I've got a wee path coming down the side here, curling around, little wooden steps on it, and then you've got the arch of the bridge, and you've got some autumn colours just starting to show through, and I think it'll be quite a bonny image. So I'll get set up and see what we can do with this 50mm prime lens. Remember, 50mm is what kind of everybody sees in just about. So what your vision, your line of sight is, that's basically what you're going to get with a 50mm lens. But it's all about how you use it. I mean, to get a photo with a 50mm lens, being creative, you might have to get down low or change the angles and things like that, and that's kind of off of the way you walk through the woods. You're not going to crawl through the woods to get and see things at a different angle, so you have to be creative with a 50mm lens. And I'm quite looking forward to this image, to be fair. I think it'll be a good one. Right, so this is my scene. This is what I'm going to take a photo of. This is my first image, and I'll let you see exactly what I'm looking at here. So the bridge going over the water, all the autumny colours kind of breaking through off the bushes here, but I've got all this foliage here that's kind of creeping into my shot as well, plus all the greenery down here that leads to the bridge, and it really is a bonny, beautiful image. And I'll let you see on my screen here what I'm actually looking at if I turn you around. Now that's the image I'm hoping to get. I'm just waiting for a wee bit more light and it should be good to go. So there it is, there's the beast. It's got a manual autofocus and it's got a manual focus ring, sorry, and an autofocus setting, so it really is quite handy if you want to manual focus it yourself. It's easy done, and it really is a good lens. The colours and everything and the detail that it's got, for being an older lens, it's a few years old, and it really is a decent lens, and I'm quite excited about this image because I've put the all white balance onto shade because I'm in the shade, but that just seems to have given me a better effect. I'm quite excited about this one. First one of the trip. So that's on a tripod as well, so I'm kind of limiting myself to being on a tripod. It's giving me a good image, but if I want to be more creative with this, because there's a path going down here, I'm kind of missing it because I'm on the tripod because it's that 50mm. But if I took it off the tripod, which I might do, and freestyle and go down low and get the path leading onto the bridge, and then that'll be a total different image altogether. So I might try that, or I might just move on to the next one because I've got a few things I want to cover on the way down the woods. So I've found this bonny branch, but it's got a lot of moss and foliage hanging off it and it's changing colour. But do I want to take it as one of my images? Don't know, it's a wee bit dull. The sun's not really doing what I wanted it to do. Decisions. It is quite a drawing my eye. I wonder if I could maybe like shoot down through the branch, because this will be a handheld shot. Don't know. I'm just about at the end of the woods, end of the trail, so not sure. A wee bit more light would have been fine. Well, this is the end of the woods. This is the trail. This is where I was wanting to go. I don't know if I'll get chased out of here. Hopefully not, because I'm from the village. In the past. But this is it. Glamis Castle. And I think this is where I'll do my handheld shot with the 50mm lens. Just have to find a composition. But I can see a nice brown bush over there and the castle is just hidden behind it. Which you'll see in a minute. But the colours at this time of month, this time of year, are really stunning. And the castle, I've seen a picture of the castle online, just taken the other day, and it's got all the red ivy along the walls, which was kind of my draw. And there it is in the background. Beautiful place. I wonder if I can shoot through. It's not getting the face of the castle, but I like that colour of that trees there and just along here. Be a lovely image. Or maybe I can do something with these trees along this side of the driveway. Decisions. Out in the light as well, the sun's coming out from behind the clouds. As you can see, it's kissing starting to kiss all the trees. On the left hand side, the east facing side, shadows appearing on the castle, which is also something else that's catching me eye. The pirate. Yeah, I think maybe this tree here, shooting through there. I like that bush over there. See it? I also like that sunflower there. Looks very professional. Right, let's go and find a composition. So I've decided for my handheld shot, I'm going to walk up the drive, halfway up, and then try and get all of these trees with the driveway in the middle and a nice shot of the castle sitting in between. That's the plan. Hopefully it works out. The trees are standard turn, maybe another week or so they would be even more brune, but it's a bonny place. Definitely worth coming to. Just a bit of a hike, that's all. Aye. When we were back at the bridge taking a photo off of the tripod, I took a cheeky off tripod shot, handheld, freestyle on it, just for my own collection, but I might show you that at the end, just to show you a wee bit of what you can do if you're a wee bit more creative with a prime lens instead of just putting it on your tripod or just walking about and not thinking about changing angles. The tripod, you're kind of stuck to the one kind of composition. You can move it about left to right, you can go down low and that, but sometimes the space that you're in hinders you. So taking it off the tripod and making sure your settings are correct, and then just muddle about with it, play about with it, see what you can get. Now, isn't that a bonny castle? Just a pity the drive was like a mile long. And the sun's just hitting it. So I think I'm going to try a freestyle shot just now. So bear with me. Right, so I've dropped down to the ground and I'm off my tripod, and this is what I'm looking at. You can see the sun causing shadows on the castle, so I'm wanting the shadows of the trees, see, cutting across the driveway. I want to shoot through all that and get this shot. It's quite hard with the 5D Mark III because the screen doesn't tilt out, so practice makes perfect. It is a wee bit tricky. So I'm at 1.4 focal length, ISO 100 and 0.002 of a second shutter speed, so really fast. I've got it at 1.4 focal length because I want that depth of field. I want everything to be kind of blurred and the castle to be the main feature. So my focus point is the castle, and everything else hopefully plays its part and becomes a really bonny morning, early morning, autumn, early morning, early autumn image. And I quite like that. And I hope you guys like it too. And I'll let you see this picture hopefully in a couple of seconds. Oh, what a beautiful place. Glamis Castle, Angus, Scotland, east coast of Scotland. Definitely a place to go and see. And I hope this kind of video kind of showed you a wee bit. I mean, it's my first video in over a year and a half, 2 years, so if I'm a bit rusty and it's a bit, don't judge me on it. I'm sure they'll get better again if they were better in the first place. But aye, enjoy the photos. I hope you enjoy the scenery. I hope you enjoy that castle, and I hope you can get out here and visit this castle because it's beautiful and there's big gardens at the back and it's a stunning bonny place. So aye, I'll leave yous just now and hopefully see yous all in the next video. And remember, if you like the video, subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and it'd be much appreciated. So the 50mm prime lens, is it all you need? If you don't want to carry a lot of gear with you, it's fine and handy. Very versatile. So, see you later guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.